This episode of the New Hampshire Business Show is sponsored by Everlasting Capital. If you're a small business and you need money and a bank won't give it to you, Everlasting Capital is here to help. In as quickly as a couple of days, you can have the funding your business needs for new equipment or anything else you need the capital for. So submit your application today and see how they can help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we're here with Jeff Paquin of the New England Holiday Light Company. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Excellent. So you've been on the show before with New England Blast, which was a good interview. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
So let's get into a little bit for those who don't know who you are. Talk a little about yourself and the New England Holiday Light Company.
Yeah. So grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire. So kind of a local boy. Went up to school in Plymouth State and kind of got my rounds with the White Mountains and love the outdoors and just love that whole environment up there. Just what got me into my first company, New England Blast. It's a sports nutrition company. And more recently with the New England Holiday Light Company, doing outdoor holiday lighting around Christmas time, all that kind of stuff. We, you see some of the houses up around Lake Winnipesaukee and in those regions, and it's just, it lent itself really nicely to starting this company and doing the holiday lighting and whatnot. So yeah, grew up in New Hampshire. I've always stuck around this area and just our logoing too with the Holiday Light Company. This is our second year running the deal, and we're gonna do the whole lumberjacky, grow the beards out, and it'll be fun with the direction we're gonna take the logoing and marketing and whatnot. But yeah, just super excited to get to grow this new company.
Yeah, cool. So let's jump into this because from the name, it's kind of straightforward.
Yeah. It's not elusive. It says what we do. Yeah, New England Holiday Light Company. We do exterior, outdoor holiday lighting for mostly trees, large trees, shrubbery, bushes, that type of stuff. We'll do some landscape lighting, wreaths. We don't touch the house. That's the big differentiator between us and some of the other companies that are in the region. So we don't touch the house. Most of our work is in large trees. This year we're going to have a lift, so we'll be able to fully get 60, 70-foot trees, the big guys and stuff like that. And there are many options that people can pick from, which is kind of cool. Some people are just looking to have a couple shrubs and bushes and stuff like that done, to the high end of some of these gigantic trees being what we call a spiral wrap, where every branch is wrapped on the tree. So it can get up there for sure, but it comes out beautiful. So we focus predominantly time-wise from now, late August, September. We're gearing up. All of our customers from last year have pre-booked us. So we'll be installing those guys prior to Thanksgiving. And so that's the push to get all the current work done prior to Thanksgiving so that people can turn the lights on the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then we get all the last minute people who will book from Thanksgiving to December. We worked right up until Christmas last year. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So for you, so you're putting them up. Are you doing the reverse as well for
all
of them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do the install. We'll kind of start with design work. So today I was up in Laconia actually, and we were helping a business decide where they wanted to put their dollars, because they have a certain amount of money that they want to spend in the holidays, and helping them really start with like the design, because a lot of people think they kind of have an idea on what they want to do, but then when it comes down to costs, they really might shift where they want to spend those dollars. And this doesn't look good, this look good, look better. So we'll start with the design, then we do installation, so we'll get them booked, make sure if we have a holiday party or something like that, families coming over, we want to make sure the job's done before the family's coming by, that type of thing. So we'll get the install taken care of. Most of our jobs, we're done in half day, full day at the most. Some of the bigger jobs can take 2 or 3 days if we've got 4 or 5 gigantic maple trees happening, but those jobs are really involved. So most jobs under a day, we're in and we're out, and so we'll do the install. We'll do maintenance. So if lights go out during the holidays, we get a storm or there's a strand of lights are out, we don't charge for the first 2 maintenance visits. But frankly, last year we didn't even have 1 maintenance call, which is good. Being in New Hampshire and the New England region with the weather that we have, it's good that we didn't have any maintenance calls last year. So, but we would take care of any maintenance during the season. Then we take down the lights after it's all, snow's off the ground, and we don't have to deal with that anymore in the spring. So we'll wait till the snow and ice is gone, because you don't want to be pulling up cords and wrecking, all of the material and stuff like that out of the snow. So we'll wait till the snow melts, then we pull everything off, and we'll store it as well for the rest of the season. So the homeowner doesn't have to worry about a thing. They just get the beautiful lights for the season, and all the Clark Griswold, putting lights up on the house and bulbs burning out and some crazy issues and figuring out strands and wrapping them, all that kind of stuff. We take care of that whole hassle, and you just get to enjoy the lights.
Yeah, and sit inside and be warm and not
yes.
worry about the rest of it.
We have had many a hot cup of cocoa brought out to us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're warm. We'll do the cold work for you.
Yeah. So it's you and your
my business partner. Yep, we started it as a partnership. So I got a business partner. His name's Doran. Best friend growing up. He's also involved with me in my other business.
Yeah.
He went up to Plymouth State, and we kind of had the same paths: rock climbing, outdoor ice climbing, all that kind of fun stuff, which probably lends itself nicely to why we do and are able to go up in the heights of the trees and whatnot. So, so my business partner and I, and this year we're going to be expanding. Actually, we'll be having a small sales team that'll be going out as well, and probably some ground help.
Nice.
We'll get some of our family friends and stuff like that to kind of help out.
Yeah.
Small company, we're still growing, but this year we're going to have a lift, so we'll be able to do the big jobs for sure. Some people that request a free quote, they'll have these gigantically huge 60-foot trees, and they just have no idea what it's going to actually take to. You can't get that with a ladder. So a little bit more involved. Yeah, I know. I wish I had a helicopter. I wonder if I could do a drone. Hey, there we go. Wait, I know. It would be costly, I think.
Little arms that can drop stuff
that
down.
would be pretty cool. Yep. Yeah. We had a couple stars last year that was very difficult to get the star on the top of the tree.
Yeah.
So maybe a drone would have worked. But it's like I said, this year we'll have a lift, so we won't have a problem with that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So there's actually one of the questions we're going to get to is most companies, especially when about your size, that's why I asked you about your partner, because there's two of you.
Yeah.
There's a direct limit to how much work you can get done.
Yeah.
And then that's why you have to start hiring help. So it's good to see that you're actually already starting to hit that point where like anymore, it's like, no, we can't do that much of our work ourselves.
Absolutely.
Or you suffer, quality problems.
Well, timeliness to be able to put an install. You want to be able to get a quote, and somebody asks for a quote request, and we're trying to take the company in a direction where we want it to be very hands-on. So we like the thought of being able to go out to a client and do design work and meet with them and kind of show them pictures and explain to them what would look good and all that kind of stuff. And so we want to take that time to go out and visit with somebody, show them what's good, and then get the job done quickly. We don't want to be waiting months to get the job done, and get it done prior to when they want it. We had a couple people last year. I think their lights are still on. It's August of the next year, and they just loved the work of the trees. This one woman, she had, I think it was it's a gigantic birch tree in Manchester. The thing must have been at least 3-4 feet around. So birch tree, that's pretty big. Birch tree, huge branches. Yeah. And she just loved the way it came out, and she just left the lights on for the whole year. And that usually doesn't happen. She's probably the only one that actually did that. But just the way that it came out and so beautiful, she left the lights on. We'll have to go touch up a couple things this year for her.
Probably.
But just getting it done before the holidays so people can enjoy it. Usually Thanksgiving is now people start thinking about holiday lights, and we've already done most of the business, but we'll get the last minute people.
Yeah.
Started booking it right about Thanksgiving. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Let's see. So for lights, there's so many different types of lights out there.
Yeah.
Are we using energy efficient ones?
Yeah. So
what's the availability?
The most effective is to use an LED light. You can use the incandescents, but they cost way they'll cost less, but in the long run, it's going to end up costing way more for the homeowner from an electricity standpoint.
Yeah.
The LEDs, it's somewhat negligible. You wouldn't even notice your electric bill from the holiday season in the winter months probably going up, unless you have a gigantic job being done. You shouldn't really notice a huge dent in the lighting bill. And when you're using the LEDs, they go so much. You can use more of them. They're more durable. We do have commercial grade lights that we use as well. So it really just depends on what the homeowner wants or the business wants. If they want to use the high-end stuff, obviously it's going to cost a little bit more, but it should last longer that way too. So we give them options basically, so they can pick what they want.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Then you can literally just roll it over from year to year. If the LEDs hold up, which they should because they're LEDs.
Yeah.
You get a couple years out of them.
I mean, we only had, probably close to only 20% of the material went bad for whatever reason from year to year. So we should have the ability to turn over the product.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the customer too is going to get the benefit of lower costs in subsequent years. So they'll either be able to do more lighting for the same dollar, or either do more or charge them less. And either way, we're going to give returning customers, we do a 10% returning customer discount. What I really want to do this year, as we continue to establish ourselves, is I'd like to find a charity to partner with. And so we're either thinking like a veterans group or something like that, or like something that could help people pay their holiday bills, oil, heat, and electricity, that kind of stuff. Just something that has a connection to the holiday time. We really wanted to work with larger organizations as well, that maybe we could do some type of like fundraising component to it, where the local neighborhood kids could raise some money to have the lights done for the neighborly elderly gentleman that used to do Christmas lights and now they don't anymore because you can't put them up, that type of thing. And so they'd raise money to pay for our services, but then we'd cut a check to that person to help them pay for their electric, not just pay our cost, but to pay for the whole winter's worth of heating and electricity. So that we want a charitable element to be tied in. We're just not sure the direction exactly that we want to go, but we know that we want to have some type of charitable element to the program as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that with businesses, and I think people like seeing that nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it's always nice when a business has a good product, but you're like, wow, the people behind it are doing something too. That's like, a lot of people like to see that in their small businesses.
Well, especially like a New England-based company. I feel like New England is it's definitely its own region, and we definitely have its own culture and that type of thing. And I hope to think that we're really good with giving back, especially in the winter times being harder months for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Whether it's electric, or gas costs, any of those types of things increasing for people, we want to be able to help out. And so, like I said, whether it's that or like a veterans group, something like that, we want to definitely connect with to make some type of, whether it's an annual charitable contribution or something like that, or it's individual things where people might be like fundraising, or it might be a local school and the donation is going to the school, but we're going to light up the tree at the local, high school or something like that. And so it's got more of a significance to the project behind the scenes than the actual lighting job itself, because there's this charitable component to it. So
cool.
So if anybody listening has any ideas, please contact me, and
cool.
We'd love to connect on that for sure.
Cool. Where are you looking to take everything? So we kind of are growing, but what's your vision for the company?
Yeah. So short term, our footprint right now, we are. And we traveled actually last year. We traveled as far as Springfield, Mass. So we're Manchester, New Hampshire based, but it's the New England Holiday Light Company. So we've actually got a number of requests. So our primary focus, residential, right? That's where maybe 80% of our business came from last year. Was residential. We do commercial as well. So we'll work with any commercial business. We have a number of municipalities actually that have been contacting us this year, so I can see a lot of the direction to go towards municipalities. We got a couple coming in from the border, northern Maine, like Canada is right there, and so that one's going to be a hike. But from a regional standpoint, we want to be able to fully cover. Like I said, we would like to stick within an hour and a half radius around Manchester, New Hampshire. But I'd like to be able to fully cover all of New England. See a lot more work done in Boston, Massachusetts, that type of thing this year for sure. In long term, who knows? I really want to tap into this charity component and somehow grow that to the point where it may be even bigger than the lighting company itself. Our original goal was to build it fast to the point where we could sell the company, but I think we're going to hold on quite a bit long term, because the customers that we have coming back to us, what I'm finding is there's a lot of people that are out there. There's young families that are coming to us for sure, where the parents just don't have time to go do the outside lighting. They'd love to be able to like share the joy kind of the season with their young kids. They just don't have time to do that kind of lighting work outside. So we get a lot of families, but then we also have a lot of older people who just maybe they were doing lighting before and now they can't, or they can't get outside to do that type of stuff, and they'd love to be able to have a lower cost option that can make the house look good, and they get that nostalgic feeling running around for the holidays too. So there's just so much good naturedness with that time of the year, that seasonal kind of stuff. I just want to see it expand to the point where we're able to give back a lot more to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good goal. I like that.
Yeah.
So if people want to learn a little more, find out about you, how do they get hold of you?
Yeah, visit our website, www.neholidaylightco. So neholidaylight.co. We're actually going to be buying up a number of domains this year to make the whole thing easier, probably a couple simpler ones. But it's the New England Holiday Light Co. So we thought, okay, neholidaylight.co. But a lot of people are confused by the .co at the end. They think, is it supposed to be .com? No, it's .co is the actual website. So neholidaylight.co is the web address. And we do free quotes, so you can jump on the website. You can see some of our work. There's some great social media posts that are out there too. Search for the New England Holiday Light Co. on Facebook or Instagram. But visit our website. If you had a request for a quote, we do free quotes. We'll get in touch with you, book an appointment. We'll come out, take photos of the property, trees, shrubs, that kind of stuff, and give you some design input and advice. And what the great thing is with the lighting quotes is that it's really based on somebody's budget. So it's not like here's what a tree costs, because every tree is completely different. So you could have, on the low end, maybe you might be looking at a couple $500 for something. And on the high end, you could go as high as like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a single tree, on bigger trees, obviously. But you've got like the low end option for a tree, middle, and then let's wrap every single branch, and go crazy with this thing. And that looks beautiful. You'll see some houses if you go on 101 in Bedford this year. There'll be some great houses that you'll be able to see from the road, some gigantic trees, and that'll be us lit up for sure. There's some great properties all across the state for sure that'll be lit up. But yeah, visit our website, contact us, sales at neholidaylight.co. That's another easy way to just reach out. You can either email us or give us a call, 603-724-1268. You can call or text.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. This has been good.
Chris, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely reach out if you want some trees wrapped and get that holiday cheer rolling. So everyone be good and have a good day.